Hello Paul. Paul ni aje?
Good. Poa.
Boni, umeshindaje?
Niko poa, nilikuwa nadhani mmeingia na mkasahau.
Nilikuwa nangoja watu wa join. Hana sasa.
Poor Benjamin, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hello Catherine.
Hi Benja, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hello Christine.
Hello.
So Christine, uko ready?
Nita present tu yenye niko nayo. Let me first do what is it called? Let me first merge the branches first.
Okay, sasa in the meantime probably Catherine unaweza anza kupresent.
Hey, maybe I switch on computer. I'm using a phone. Let me switch on computer.
Oh, okay. So before then anyone mwenye amekuwa na issue with cloning the project? Or anyone that's anahitaji help from whatever we've covered?
Hi, Benjamin. Have we started?
Hi, yes, we've started. I'm waiting for Catherine to switch on her computer so that we can start.
Okay.
Bonnie, uko ready? Probably you can say hi to the rest as we wait.
Okay. Okay, good. So who is here?
Sorry, Bonnie, get ready.
Okay. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Bobby, you there? Bonnie, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite fine, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, too. Catherine, how are you doing?
I'm fine. You?
I'm good, thanks. Christine, how is everything?
All is well, thank you.
Okay. Anna, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Paul, how is everything?
Niko poa.
Uko poa? Are you in Nairobi or you're in Mombasa?
Yes.
You're in Nairobi?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, have I greeted everybody? I hope so. Yeah, so basically, I know Nick was supposed to do the. Jess, how are you doing?
Hello, sir. I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thanks. So Nick was supposed to do the Nick was supposed to do the footer. Yes, the footer. Bonnie was supposed to style the nav after Catherine working on it. And Bonnie was also supposed to add a background image. If I recall, Christine was supposed to do the logins, the auths, authentications, login and logout. And one more person. I was said Nick, Christine, Catherine, and Bonnie. So Catherine was doing the nav. I'd seen her work during the day, but they were not, I think yesterday, they were not horizontally. The menu links were not horizontal, so I asked her to put them horizontally. I've not checked again, but I believe that's been done. All right.
I did.
You did, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's proceed on. So we're starting. Bonnie, you ready? Oh, Catherine should start. Catherine, you ready, isn't it?
Just a minute.
When I recall,
Yeah.
the time that I previously checked on that code, the home was not navigating to the home page and the about to. So I was a little bit waiting for that to be implemented. So I work on it.
Okay, but you know the styling, that wouldn't interfere with the styling because that was just routing. So you would have just gone ahead and styled the nav. However, you also have the background image to fix. Have you done that?
I have it. It's just a little time.
Okay. All right. Then we can move to next. Benjamin. I think Christine. Or yeah, Benjamin, you can pick up from.
Christine, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so maybe you can present.
Okay. Hello. I hope you're all doing well. So I was given the task to create a login page and a logout page. Okay, I added some things, but we'll get to that later. So first things first, it was our one of the things I did from the first line was to extend the base HTML page. After that, if there were any static files that would need to be loaded.
Make it
yes?
big. This can't see it. Can you make it big?
Okay, give me a minute.
Zoom out.
I zoom in or I zoom out? I zoom in.
zoom out so that it becomes larger. A little bit, just a little bit.
Can you see? Is it too small?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, okay. Now I had now my main content of the login.html page, whereby okay, let's skip. Okay, let's come here first.
It's
So
tiny,
first,
Christine.
it's tiny.
Mine, is it only me? Because people are not
Can you
complaining.
see it now?
Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing I did, okay. So over here, I have a form that takes in the post method, which acts on okay, a website, okay, a URL based in accounts, okay, called login. Yes. So let us skip past this. We come down here first. So first thing is that we have our div class, which has a label and an input for the username, which is required. And then we also have the password and a label and the input for a password, which is also required. And then they can log in using a button. Yes, and if they don't have an account, then they are told to go to this URL for register, which is okay. We'll come back to that. So yes, you can register your account. I haven't seen this yet. I hope I will see this, but it's supposed to take you to the next page after login. Okay, it does. It actually does. It takes you to a page after login, and I'll show you which page it does take you to. After that, we go now to the logout page. So okay, the same thing. It extends the base HTML, load the static files, and now here is the main page. So you're supposed to just it's supposed to have this page here where you can log out, and then it takes you now to your it takes you to it should say you have been logged out successfully, and then it should take you to login again. Okay, I don't know if I okay, I created a register file as well because I needed something to go after the login here. Okay, let me show you here. It would give me errors here. So I decided let me just put in a register page. So what I did is here, if it will take you to another page, the next page, which I've redirected in the, I think, in the views.py, yes, in the views.py. And then if the user is already authenticated, it will just tell them you already logged in as this, you can log out here. But if, for example, these are just for errors, so that's what I found out. These are just for errors now for, let's say, your non-field errors. So let's say like you put something that is not a letter, a word, you'll see it there. Yes, this is also for the username, the password too. Yes, and then you can, this right here is these two. there are forms, the inbuilt forms from Django that you can use to register a person. That's what I've seen. Yes, that's what I've seen. These two, CSRF token and form as P. Yes, and then you can register. And then after that, it asks you whether you have an account, and then it takes you to this URL, which is accounts login, and then you can log in there. Next, we have, well, okay, the rest we'll do later, but let's go to the most important things, which is, for example, the I think the views.py. So, okay, first we'll start from here. So after you've created all your templates, so all of these, I created all of these templates. I had to tell Django that they're okay. One, that they can be found here, and they have a view which is found in the views.py here, named this. So I hope my point is getting across. Yes, well, but yeah. So if the path register can be found, register like the file under the name register there with the view register. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. And I also define the app name as accounts. So let's go to now the views, which they are here. So I created, okay, I imported this. So for example, okay, render was, I hope we all know what render is. Render, you can render a page, and then redirect, you can just redirect it to another URL. So I imported all these, so login, authenticated, all of that, and then also the user creation form, which is an inbuilt tool in Django. So first the definition for, okay, the method for register. So it comes as a request. So if the user is authenticated, the user is taken to accounts profile. I'm not showing you profile yet. I don't know if I have, but yes, it should take the user. If they go to register, it should take the user to profile. If let's say the method is post, which we saw here, up here, I don't know if you can see it. If the form method is post, so that now the action that can be taken is on this URL, it should be, okay, it should have a form and have a user create form. Yes, if the form is valid, this form is valid, it can save the user and clean the data, so the username and the password, and also, well, authenticate the user and log in the user. Yes, okay, yes, authenticate the user. Username is equals to user, password is equals to password, and then they log in the user, and then they tell the, okay, it renders there. Okay, I had another what is it called, HTML file, which was called register_done HTML. So, and then it just replaces where you have user to user. Else it just creates the form again, because you haven't finished here. It's like, okay, now go back, redo it. That's what it's saying. Yes, okay. And then it still returns the, okay, where is it here? Yes, it still renders the, if any of these is not okay, if there's nothing here, if there's nothing that the user has inputted here, it just renders the URL or the page, accounts register, yes, with the form. Next, you have our login view. The login view it has okay, it takes in the request method from where is it? Okay, it takes in a request, and the request should be a post request. So when I don't know how to say it, but when the user makes when the user is making a request, it should be a post, so they should post their data there. So for example, they should give the page a username and also a password. So here we're just this should be for what is it called, reasons. The request, this is just what this here is just for let's say in the URL, not in the URL, yes, it's in the URL. You're giving you're placing the attribute username and password there. You're posting it there. Yes, that's how I understand it. And then you authenticate whether you have this user using this request. So now the request has the username and the password. So you have the request, and then you authenticate if the username is a username within your database, and then your password is a password within your database. If the user is present, you can log in the user. If the user has been logged in successfully, you can take them to home/index.html, and you'll see the difference there. If the what else? If the user is not in the database or wherever you've stored your users, that person is just redirected to login.html, where we are at initially. And if none of this occurs, it will still render the accounts/login.html page. So, and then after that, okay, are we together from there? Sorry, are we together? Hello?
Yeah, looks good so far.
Okay. So, and then now we have the logout view. We're now using, you just log out using the logout method and the request here, which has the user details. You just log out the user, and then it takes it back to the home/index.html page, and then it should render a message, you have been logged out, but I haven't seen that yet, but we'll see. Yes, okay. For the other things, we'll get back to them. First, we'll just see what I have first. So let me stop sharing that so that okay. You can see, sorry, you can see what is going on. Okay, so personally, I haven't yet seen the what is it called, the nav bar yet, so, or anything else. So I just worked on whatever I had. So I just created a login button and a register button. So this is what it will look like if the user accesses the web page for the first time. So for example, if you click on login, I already created a user with the name admin and a password. So if we log into them, we'll see log in, we'll see what happens then. If the user doesn't have an account still, you can still register, but we can still see what happens. So if they log in, you see the buttons become 3, and now they can log out. Yes, and logging them out just means that they get out from the maybe we should remove the register button, but I will do that later. But you can just log out from the from the session that has been made. Yes, that's okay. I don't think we've made a session yet, but we just say yes. Yeah, we made an actual session, but and then if we press in log out, you see the button will come to the user has to log in again. So I hope the routing, okay, the views.powerpy makes sense now. So if we log in again, okay, let's say we register. So if we register now, this is the inbuilt Django, is it a library? The one for CS, the one for form, okay, let me show you. The one for form dot as P, that one token, or in the CSFR token, this is what it means. So you can put in your username, your password. You should have, you can say your password can't be similar to your yada yada. It will just automatically do this for you, and then you can re-enter the same password and you can register, and it should take you there. So I don't know if you should try. Anyway. I haven't tried it out yet. So yeah, it says registration successful. Thank you for registering. You can now log in into your account. And then if you log in, so I had the name Chris. So if you log in, it should go, yes. Yes, it has worked. Yeah. So are we good until the, okay, I think I've finished my part. Do you have any questions? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know why. Benjamin, are you there? Has he left? Or yeah, I think you've done an incredible work. Very, very impressive. Yeah, I like the way you've merged the concepts and come up with a sleek navigation, with a sleek identification. Benjamin is sorting out his mic because I'm almost jumping into another meeting, but let me hold on for it. So, Christine, I would like you to push it to the top, to the extreme. You know, normally logins are normally put at the right, maybe on the right side at the extreme, up there somewhere. Yeah, where you are, they're about.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't mask because it doesn't mask this area where you put them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really good. So, but so what you will do, you haven't done full request. Yes, Benjamin, proceed on, Benjamin. Just let Benjamin speak up first. I can see a raised hand, Benjamin. Have you fixed your mic?
Yeah, I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, it's good.
I have a question to Christine.
Okay.
Do you have did you create a sign-up form?
It's this register page here. Okay. No, not this one. Sorry. The login. After you go to a login, you can say don't have an account. And then, okay. Why is it redirecting? Okay, from here, I don't know why it's redirecting to profile. It shouldn't redirect to profile. Oh, it's because I'm already, sorry. It's because I'm already logged in. Yes, I'm already logged in. So let's say if I log out and just go to register, it will ask the user for a username, a password, and another, like also, again, confirming their password. Yes. Yes.
So if a new user registers, can they be able to log in?
Yes,
For example,
they can.
if you register from here.
From where? From here, yes, they can. From here, they can. I've just showed you.
Do you mind doing a demo?
No, it's okay. Let me. So, for example, we have Benjamin with, let's say, password. Okay, just a non-random password. And then if we say click register here, you see it says registration successful. Thank you for registering. You can now log in into your account. And then now you log in. Now let's say now, okay, I already saved this, so you just save, go with your username and your password and you log in. And then now it has your 3 buttons, which shows that now you've been registered. I don't know. I will remove the register after you log in, but it was supposed to be there for showing your profile. So you see, like for here, you have your profile. Yeah, that was mostly it. Yes. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, it's working the way it's supposed to work. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. What else? What I wanted to ask you, if I tell you right now to delete that entire code, will you be able to do it again?
No, I will be very honest. No, it was very hard.
Okay.
To think of, yeah.
All right. Okay. But yeah, so far so good. I prefer. Okay, let me not get ahead. So Bobby will delve further into forms tomorrow. It's also a whole complicated topic. Not complicated, but challenging. So Bobby will get into that by tomorrow, I believe so. And we will get to understand why she's using some of those posts. You've seen those post methods. There are those posts, there are those put. There are a lot. I think there are about 5. Yeah. So, but mostly we don't use a lot. We normally use just 2 mostly, but I won't get into that because Bobby will delve into that tomorrow. Yeah, I think so far so good. So what you need to do, you are in your branch, isn't it? I need you to merge this into the branch that I was working in, I think into main. I need you to, yes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that you can also see what, because that's the essence of collaboration, so that we merge everything that everybody has done. Because now with Catherine's, we should be able to see the nav bar in place. Yeah. Okay, Benjamin, carry on. Thank you so much, Christine. Keep it up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, before Benjamin kicks in, Anna, are you there? Before we forget, are you there? I want to give you work already. So somebody should write it down for us. So what you will do, Anna, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Yes, so next Wednesday, yes, Christine, show us that form again. So you ensure Christine, and Bonnie, please write these assignments down for us, okay? So as we give the assignments, just write them down so that you will send it back to us so that we know who is doing what next Wednesday. Christine, please present again. I just want to emphasize on this before we get to the next person. So take us to the logout. I I want, okay, register, go to the registration page. So Anna, you will pick up, you see how it is right now. You need to style this page, the register page. So Bonnie, write it down. Or somebody else can just capture if Bonnie is not.
I am around.
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay, please. So diarize that down. So Anna, I need you to style this page, ensure it has the nav bar on top there. Okay, so it's not just empty like this. Is that okay?
Noted.
Okay, good. Go back to login. Log in the empty one. Yeah, just click login. Okay. Jess, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. You're gonna style this as well. So you will, you can style. You can put a background image if you like, but what's important for us is that we need that navigation on top over there. It's normally not very necessary, but for the purposes of learning, we want it up there. Okay, so that it's not as empty as it is right now.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so Bonnie, please diarize that. So that you're gonna do that on Wednesday. You'll present to us the coding, how you've done it on Wednesday. So you know what to do. You need to ensure that you fork, not forking. If you want to fork, yes, if you clone the repo and you are at par, you have everything that Christine has done. So Christine, please push and ensure that everybody has it. All right. Is that okay, Jess?
Yeah, it's okay, sir.
Okay, good. Then, okay, so yeah, I think that those are 2 assignments. So we'll add some more as we continue. All right, back to you, Benjamin.
Okay, so the next person is Catherine. Maybe Christine, you can try playing around with the login form and the registration form, and have different roles for different users. So maybe you can have regular users, they can be able to log in. Also, you can also create a login form for admin to see whether it will work or not. Then you'll let us know next Wednesday.
Okay, sure.
Christine, are you ready? Catherine, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Then Bonnie, you're next.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, mine was to do navbar. My computer is
Maximize your screen.
Is that okay?
No, maximize the VS Code. Here, keep full screen.
Okay. So mine was to do the navbar. And I did it in the base.html, which was already created by Pitam, and it was in outside template here, under our project, inside our project, it is different template and it's called base.html. This is where we connect those things that we want to appear in all pages. So Peter had already created it. Mine was just to add the navbar. And the navbar is the header section of the application or website. So this is what I did, a header tag. Then inside I put navbar. I used class navbar, then UL for listing the menu items. We have home, about us, cart, and movies. That is what I was to do. Then I was to put them in a horizontally. So this is how I put them. I was told not to do the styling, only to put them horizontally. So this is navbar. You use these navbar links to be display flex, then margin left, that put them horizontally. So, and gap between the items, I use 20 pixels so that they are not together. They're not attached to one another. So, and I was also asked to link this, to link the item into real pages. So I use this slash into these quotes that are here. When you open the website, then you click on home page, it will take you to home page. And when you click to about us page, it will take you to about us page. So I will run the server. I think it's already running. Let me just do it. Let me do it again. So the server is running. Let's wait. But Benjamin, hello.
Hello.
I had a challenge here. Is there any other way we can link this, or this is the only way?
No, there is another way. Most times, the way you've done it, it won't really work. So, for example, if you want to link about us page, go to line, minimize the command prompt. So go to line 46.
Yes. I'm there.
Yeah, so after the curly, delete everything inside of the quotation marks. So inside of the quotation marks, what you need to do is put curly braces. Then percentage signs, 2 percentage signs.
2.
Yeah, 2 percentage signs. Then space in between the percentage signs.
Oh. Then
Hello, you can hear me?
yeah, I can. After the space.
Yeah, then you can hear me.
Yes,
Then
I
after
can.
the space, you put URL. Then
URL.
Then space.
Mm-hmm.
Then quotation mark, single quotation mark. now. Another single quotation mark. Then inside of those two quotation marks, single quotation mark, you put the name of your URL. So now it's about.
About. I think this didn't work for me yesterday. That's why I used the other method. It was giving me an error.
Then there is an issue with your URL, URLs dot, the way you've named your URL, then that's the issue. If it's not working.
Just a minute, Benjamin. There's make it a little bit bigger. She needs to Benjamin. She needs to add the app. You see, the app is home, isn't it? Right?
Yes, the app is home.
So before about, just in there, inside, make it, it's very tiny for me. Can you zoom a little bit? Just make it expand a little bit.
My machine is lagging. I'm trying to expand it. It's not responding.
Okay, let me squint though. Okay, so there, right, home.
Home.
Yes, home, and then full colon. Yes, so this should work. Benjamin was right, but he forgot about this. So
okay,
yeah, so this is normally you need to get used to. The other way is called absolute path. That is now the not the abs. It's the abs, not the relative path. It's the absolute path. The path, the way it is, in normal HTML. But now when you get to Django, start getting used to using this DTL language, the Django template language. Because another thing, when you start interacting with the database, for instance, you want to get that name about, and I'll tell you the importance of knowing this. For instance, this is a site that you have an admin working for you. Someone is managing it for you, and you don't want them to touch certain sensitive things, because non-tech people don't understand this jargon, what these things we are doing. So if you start telling them, get into my base.html, they'll mess it up. Okay, so you do it this way, and now you dynamically get that information from the database. We'll come to that, but that's one of the key roles of using a DTL, because now you don't have, somebody who is non-techie doesn't have to come and start looking, okay, where is this link? Where is the name about from? No, you just tell them, go to the admin panel, change the name about, and then it will be that dynamically change for you in the site. So that's another big bonus for you to learn, to know about this DTL, and it's just a must, because we will not be using this those absolute paths. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You can try it.
Yes, I think yesterday I did not include home. I just did the way Benjamin told me. That's why it was not working, maybe.
Yeah, he was right. It's only that he forgot about the app. Normally use the app's name. So try it. It should work unless your routings are not okay. But now with this, it should work 100%. If it doesn't work, then we need to check the views.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can try it. So the name of your about template is called about, isn't it?
Yes, it's about.
Yes, so that's why you are putting it in there, the name of your template, and then the name of the app. So that's gonna fetch the, another thing, reason this way, you could be having an about page in another app inside the same project. So if for instance you have, because this project is still big, you could have an about page in the cut. It's worked, isn't it? It's worked.
Yes, it has worked.
Yeah. So in another, so let's see, in another way, you see now you have all these, like cart is another, has it worked or not? It's not worked.
It has an error.
It has an error. So we need to debug and find out. So make it a little bit bigger.
The
You
code.
can see the routing has an issue somewhere.
Not responding.
So it's not finding the template. If you see that 404,
Yeah.
it's not finding the template now. It's trying to go to, I can't see it completely.
Go to your URLs file.
Yeah, check your URLs file because it's not finding. If you see that, that means that page is not being found.
At the app level.
Yes.
It's here.
That looks fine so far, if I'm seeing it correctly.
Then probably you can try removing the home at the base template to see if it will work.
Okay.
But before, I think you need to check the views as well.
Views.
Oh, this is the URL. Let's check the views first before you go and remove that.
These are the views.
Yeah, your template is about .html, which is okay. And you see the path there is home / about.html. And yeah, so that seems okay. So just go back and then check what Benjamin is telling you. Another thing probably also is normally the way you've arranged your folders. Just refresh and then we go back to we need to see the hierarchy of your folders.
It's the same error.
All right, so go back to the folders. Let's look at them, at the templates. Did you nest? Did you put? Let's check again. The folder arrangement.
They are here.
The tiny is still for me. Okay, I can see the arrangement is fine. The arrangement looks fine. There's just somewhere, but retain it the other way. Put home, and then you'll troubleshoot it from there. You need to check: is it running? Is the server what's being spit out in this in the server? And then another thing, you could force refresh. Do Control-Shift-R to force refresh. Control-Shift-R. Yes, Control-Shift-R, because of the caches, sometimes they bring issues.
Not,
you've refreshed nothing still. Okay, so take it as as something that you could check out, but that's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, you just have to check.
You can
then
break the
okay,
server
another challenge.
by running it.
So
I'm saying
I
you
run
can break.
again.
Yeah, you can break the server and try running it again.
Okay. Another challenge was when I tried to put that CSS style in the in CSS that was created. It wasn't connecting to the base to this template.
So what did you do?
I used internal styling. I didn't use external.
Ah, okay. You could check the path again. It should you. Let me see. So, all right.
It's
Okay,
not run.
it's not running. All right. So you can troubleshoot it later on, but if you get stuck, just let us know. But normally, so these are the things that you'll always experience as a Django developer. A lot of these. So knowing, is there any error on what's written there? No, the server is running down there completely. It's running. Can you use this same? Yeah, that one. Control. Yeah, just control. It revolves around same. You could. Yeah, it's running now. I think it's working. Huh? It stopped. You can also inspect your. It's worked. So yeah, it's worked.
No.
It's worked. And
When
then
you click about us,
mm,
it yeah, you get an error.
okay, so it's the routing. The routing is the issue. So the routing you need to check. Maybe there's somewhere those slashes you're not putting correctly. Another thing you can check, you can just right click, then inspect, you check your console. Do that once more. You need to learn all these debugging tricks. So right click, then inspect, then you'll see an error. Just right click on the browser where the error was. Right click, then inspect, or Control Shift or F12, all those. But just right click, then inspect down there. Then look for console when it opens. Is this Edge?
No, Chrome.
Chrome. Okay, console. Click Chrome console, then check for errors. What's that error? The one in red?
Failed to load resource. The server responded with a status of for not found.
Yeah, so it's not getting the page. It's not getting that about.html page. Check if the spelling is correct. It's not HTML. No, all those you need to check. But most importantly, it's not finding the page. You could, if we had time, we could do a test with another page. But then you need to figure out how to do it. Just follow these instructions we're giving you. If you get stuck by tomorrow, just let us know.
Okay, thank you. I'm done my presentation.
Okay. Any question? Or you are good up to that point?
Yeah, the CSS.
Let's see the base template.
It's here.
Also the ones and so if you go to about us, it was not working, or the new CSS, the new rules were not working.
No, when I try to style the navbar, I used the external CSS and it was not working. So I had to use the internal styling.
Yeah, but you could just plug it and paste it in the externals. Did you try to do that?
Yeah, it was not connecting.
No.
It was not responding on the browser.
Okay, okay. Okay. Let's because there are many tricks of doing that. You could enforce some rules so that it could be clashing, because CSS normally can clash. So sometimes it's a small thing, and it could be clashing with the CSS in the other template. So if maybe if you come across such a thing, we normally try to enforce certain rules and use the important word. But let's not get into that now. Probably let's get maybe we'll start with that tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Benjamin, carry on. You've done a good job, Catherine. Thank you so much. Keep it up. Very good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. So the next person is Bonnie. Bonnie.
Yes, yes. So what I was able to do is just styling the nav, but I've not yet added the background image for home and about. But I'll do that. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So I just edited the style, the CSS. I think I can probably run the server. I normally experience this challenge because of my code space. It takes too long to respond. I don't know why, but it's gonna respond right now.
That's the first or what?
I think Benjamin, you can find around if Nick is around. This one is taking extra long. Okay, it have responded.
It's okay. Sorry for that. Probably Nick can be presenting as it's loading. Then we'll finish with you. Nick.
Okay, let me share my screen in a minute. So I was to do the navigation bar.
Okay, fine, fine.
You can see my screen, right? So I was to do the navigation bar, make it stick at the bottom, and I added what I did is I added some few of our social media links. I assume just we had some, and I added a navigation at the footer, and after that I added a copyright right under it. And how I did that I added that in our base class. That's the class that inherits that all the other classes inherit from. Where is that class? Is the base class right over here? This one it's opened. Let me hope it's visible enough. So here on the footer, I added an overall div tag, call it footer container. Then inside I had a container with a class name social media icons, which I had the icons inside there as tags, as anchor tags. In that when you get to click them, they direct you to the social media. But right now we don't have the social media, so I didn't have anything that it's linked to. Right now it's routing to nowhere. It's just refreshing on the same page. So we had the Instagram one, we had the Facebook. I had commented this one on Twitter. Let me return it back on a Twitter one and the one on Facebook. Then we had the footer navigation. We had the home, the about. This is what Catherine was doing to for it to when you click the about, it directs you to the about page. Then I had a last tag called the copyright. It's a div tag which holds the copyright symbol and the this, yeah. So other styles, it the styles.css was already rooted here at the top inside the header tag. Header, where is the header? In the head. So here it is. We did static css styles.css. Then this was the link for it. Then I added my styling over here. So what I did is I gave the footer an overall background color of black. That's why it appears as it appears here. It's an overall color of black. Then this is the social icons div tag with the icons inside there. Um, let me just give you another.
Stay a bit on your code over there. Yeah, there.
Okay.
So yes, Catherine, you can learn something from here because you see he's injected into the base CSS. You didn't use them inline. You put them in this external file, right? And you just that's a what as an ID. Is it an ID or a class? I think that okay, the footer tag, and yeah, just a basic one. Catherine could just write this way, but is used a footer class, footer container, footer underscore container class to style that. So you could probably adopt what he has done over here. Yes, proceed on.
So then for it to stick at the bottom, I gave it a position of fixed and give it a bottom of 0, meaning it should stick at right below at the bottom. Everything else should occupy the space above that. Then we had the overall this container, this one. Now the overall one. This is the foot cont. That's the overall. The ones holding the others. I gave it a width of 100% just for it to occupy as much as the footer occupies. That's the whole width. Then a padding of 10 pixels for it to create a little space between if I give it an inspect and we do this, you could see there's the green space. That's the padding right around it. When I remove it, you could see our space gets to reduce. So I added a padding right over there. And after that, the social media icons, I gave them a display of flex. Then I justify content center for them to appear at the center the way they are appearing. Initially, they were appearing. Still do the inspect, you see. When I get to do remove the display flex, that's how they appear. Okay, let me also remove a line items. But when I add the display of flex and give it a justify content of center, they get to align at the center of the page. After that, let me try and rush it because that's just the overview of the. Then the actual anchor tags, those are inside. Those were the icons in themselves. I give it a padding of 3 pixels, margin, background color, border radius. That gives them the rounded shape to appear as though they are circles. And the what's it called? I gave it a transition of opacity. For here, when you get to hover through them, is my other one. Let me expand on that. Initially it's an opacity of 0.7, but when you get to hover around it, it increases to 1. So I give it a transition of 0.2 seconds for it to switch. That's just an animation. You can see it's getting to giving us different shades of the color. Then what else do I have here? Text align center, just getting to center them. Then the navigation, the footer navigation, you give them a display of flex, get to center them. What is vertically, that's a line item center. Then justify content center, they are get to appear all at the center in the middle of the page. Then give them some gap to space them. Then we had the movie store, and the copyright sign. That's all that I was supposed to do on the page. Unless anyone has a question. But I also had a question on my end regarding a project. I was trying to create the static codes for CSS. Maybe if I can just share my code. Here, I tried creating the static files in a template like you had created. Um, I created a folder for static, then a CSS folder, then added the CSS inside of it. Then the base the base class. Then the base class, I decided to add it in another template just as you did in the project. But on my end, as I try to run the project, it's not working. Let me get it let me run that. I don't know if they will run on the same port as. Is a different one. It's opening. Let me close this one first. We have to. Let me close this one. This is. So I was trying to run this one. So I'm getting this error. Template doesn't exist.
Let me see the error again. So normally template does not exist means that template not being found at that particular location. So normally it's just the routings or a spelling, misspelling. Wait, does not exist, base.html. All right, so let's get to the project structure. Add that have you put it in the group? Have you put it in the root or have you put it in the app level?
Here it is. I created a template for it on the root folder. Then inside the templates, I added now the base.html, just like we did in the project that we cloned.
Okay, so here's the difference. So on the root folder, on the project root, you don't have to nest it twice. But on the app, you have to nest it twice. So if for instance, and I hope you put it where your manage.py is and your best settings.py are in the same path.
So here's the static one. Let me try and create it. Control plus plus. So here's the order. This is the home. This is the app. Then the project, the virtual environment. Then my static folder. Then the CSS folder inside the static folder, and then the CSS file itself. Then the templates, and inside the templates now there is the base.html.
All right. So this is the app. This is the app. So these are inside the app, isn't it? Right.
The base one, the base.html.
Okay, just let it stay there. The base, let it stay there. Let hover over base. I want to see the path. Movie store templates base.html, and your project is called movie store project, isn't it?
Yeah, the main folder that holds everything is the movie store, but the project name is the movie store project.
So what I'm asking, this base, your intention was to put it inside the app or inside the project?
Actually, when it was inside the app here,
Mm.
when it was inside the app, it was running, but without the CS, without incorporating the CSS. That was the app. Then the templates.
Okay, wait. So this base template, you want it to affect all the entire project, isn't it?
Yeah, and also.
Uh-huh.
So okay, actually, the main reason as to why I've put it here is I was trying to follow through what you've done in your other project. So but mine, its intention was to cover the home app itself, not the entire project.
Okay, so this base template is for the home app.
Yeah, it's for the home app.
All right. So if it's for the home app,
Yeah.
Now create get
I add it in the templates.
templates then home. Okay, so I think can you move it then up? Can you drag it to home up there? Because I think it's in the wrong.
It was working here.
It was working there.
Yeah.
But without the CSS.
Yeah, but without the CSS.
So can you, where are the CSS? CSS also need to be in the home app. I think they're in you've confused the CSS. They are in the root folder instead of being in the app. So where are the CSS?
So CSS is in the static folder. It's in the root folder. Yeah, it's in the root folder.
So move it to app as well.
So the whole static, from the whole static.
No. Have you created a folder named static in the app?
No.
Do you have a folder called static in the app?
No, I don't have.
All right, then you have to move. You can just create another one. Just copy the file only. The real CSS.
So inside my app, I create.
Inside home, go home. Where is home?
Here's home.
Yeah, home. So just the outer, that one, the outer home, the main home, that one. Yes. So create a folder. Then call it
static.
Yes.
Then CSS again.
Yeah, but for this case, you need to put home again, another folder called home inside it. The same way you did with the templates.
So templates, then you give it home, then now.
Yeah, then now inside home.
Now. So now I do CSS now.
Yes, another folder called CSS.
Then now I'll copy this.
Yeah, you copy that one. Yes, that one. But just cut it so that it doesn't. Okay, put it there first. Have you put it?
Yeah.
Delete the other one down there. Delete yes. You can leave the folder because it's in the it's a global one, but you can delete everything, the entire static, the whole path. Yeah, that one. Then right click it down and delete. Yeah, so let's check the path again. So can you run your program? Check it out. It's working. Is it working or not?
It's working, yes, but now now let me check the CSS routing now. So
yeah. So again now you put before, we've changed now the routing. So can you put before CSS, can you put home?
Okay.
If there home, then // and then save and can you run it again?
Yeah, it's working now.
So it's just the routing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you can have a page, a base page for an app, and you can have a base page for the global project for everything.
Yes, exactly. Because for instance, you want maybe like now our movie, you want the cut to appear differently or to look differently. So then in that case, you introduce for it a different base. You want it to have a different nav bar, you want it to have a different footer, which is not same as the other pages. You want it to be like specialized, customized. Then you can just create for it its own base template. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense now. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, Nick. Good job. You've done a good job. I'm very, very much excited about this. I know it's challenging, though rewarding at the end. Pardon me, my network is... Yes, Bonnie, no issue. We understand. So who wants to take on next Wednesday? We will have Jess presenting. We will have Anna presenting. I need 2 more people, and I'll give you what to do for next Wednesday. Who wants to try? I'll give you the assignment just on this one. Nothing really new. Let me check. Any question up there? We could just end it there, wrap it there, because time is far much gone. Who wants to? Bonnie, please remember you will... Okay, no one is going to take your assignment, Bonnie, so please, you will do it next Wednesday. What else? Okay, I'll reach out in the course. Yes, Bonnie, nobody will take your assignment. I've seen your message. But yeah, so please.
Okay, thank you for your understanding.
Yeah, no issue. Totally understood. So let's call it quits. It's 9:40. We've used our time very well, so we don't want to add anything on that. Just a little bit of encouragement. Just continue doing what you're doing. We are doing well so far. It's challenging. I have to admit that it is. Wrapping it around your head. Say that again, Bonnie.
I can see something. I can see it as just responded. Let me try sharing my screen and see when we run server.
Okay. In the interim, please, with Django, it's nuanced, as in it's convoluted. That's the right word. So keep on, reading widely, doing as much as possible exercises, because you might just forget. You might think you know, and then again, you come back after 2-3 days, you're forgotten. So you have to keep on doing all this. Delete your project, start it all up again, do it without looking at anything. Keep on doing that several times until it sticks. That's the only way. The hard way. Yeah, The Hard Way, The Only Way. There's a movie called The Hard Way, The Only Way. I think it's by Van Damme. So that's the way. Yeah, and it's rewarding. I'll give you some. I'll pull out some stats. I'll come with them next Monday, just to show you how how Django developers are in demand, and if you are good, really, really good. So you just ensure you master CSS, HTML, a little bit of JavaScript, and Django proper. Just understand Django and Python proper. You are good. Have a lifetime income. Irrespective of whichever profession you are in, you could just do this. and now just start scaling and probably trying to do as many projects as you want, and show off your projects in a profile, and that is it. Are you showing us, or Bonnie? If it's not responding, we could just give it some time until next Monday or Wednesday.
We can move ahead. It's getting hard.
Okay. All right, no issue. So let's meet on tomorrow. Let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow Bobby will handle forms. Yeah. So bye bye for now. Have a good night.